To string methods coding exercise. Python has a set of built-in methods that you can use on strings. In this video, I am going to teach you how you can implement the different methods that are there in Python. To start with, we are going to implement the capitalize method, which returns a copy of the string with its first character capitalized and the rest lowercase. In order to implement this, first you need to initialize a variable with a string, let's say complete Python course, and then use the function capitalize. As you can see in the output, my character C has been capitalized. Next method is casefold method. Casefold method returns a casefolded copy of the string, and these are used for caseless matching. So as you can see that my string Python has been initialized to a variable a, and then I have used the casefold method on my string Python, and it has been case folded. So you can see the output as Python in the lowercase. At the same line, you can use the center method, which returns the string centered in a string of length width. So for example, I have initialized a string Python to a variable, and then I'm centralizing it by giving it the width and a fill character. As you can see, my output is stars Python star star with the length, with the width 10. The next method is count. Count method returns the number of non-overlapping occurrences of substring in the range which starts with start index and the end index. So to start with, you need to initialize a string, let's say welcome to complete Python course, and then print the count of C, that is a.count method, print the count of O, or print the count of Python. So you can see the number of times C has occurred is 2, the number of times O has occurred is 5, and number of times Python has occurred is 1. Next method is ends with, which returns true if the string ends with the specified suffix, otherwise it returns false. So I have initialized my variable a with string watermelon, and I'm checking if it ends with s or not. So it says no, it doesn't end with s, but if I try to check if it ends with melon or not, so then it returns true. The next method is find method. It returns the lowest index in the string where substring sub is found within the slice s, given the start index and the end index. So I have used a string exercise and given to a, and I'm trying to find r in this exercise. So you can see r is indexed at the position 3, and in the same line e is indexed at position index 2. The next function is index. Similar to the find function, but it raises a value error when the substring is not found. So let's say I have used a string continent and I'm trying to find the index of different characters in the string. So a.index, and I'm trying to find the index of I. So it says the very first I is at the index 4. Index C is at 0th position, and net is at 5th position. So it will give you the starting index of from where the substring starts. Is alnum, it returns true if all characters in the string are alphanumeric, else it returns false. So I've taken two strings 4, 5, 6 and some with alphanumeric characters. So you can see that when I try to print whether my string C is alphanumeric or not, then it says true. D, it says no, it is not alphanumeric. Is alpha, it returns true if all the characters in the string are alphabetic, else it returns false. So in this, on the same line, C is equals to 4, 5, 6 and D is equals to Python, and it will check if either strings are alphanumeric or not, alphabetical or not. Then it says C dot is alpha, then it returns false. D dot is alpha, so you can see that it has alphabets, so it says it's true. Is decimal, it returns true if all characters in the string are decimal characters, else returns false. So C, I have initialized a string, X another string, and then I'm checking using is decimal whether that particular string has decimal characters or not. Is digit. It returns true if all characters in string are digits, else returns false. In the same way, C is equal to 567 and D is equal to 1.65. So you can check the string using isDigit method. So for the first string C, it says yes, it has all the characters which are digits, and for the D string, it says no, it doesn't have all the characters as the digits. Is identifier. It returns true if the string is a valid identifier according to the Python documentation. So I've used two strings A and B. I've checked using is identifier method. So for the first string, it says no, false. It's not a valid identifier. But for it says it's a valid identifier. Is the space. It returns true if there are only white spaces in the string. Else it returns false. So I've initialized the string and used the method isSpace, and it returns true for my string A. Join. Joins are very important, and they return a string which is the concatenation of the strings in iterable. A type error will be raised if there are any non-string values in the iterable. So as you can see that I have initialized the string A, then I have joined with using my A string. So A dot join CD, so it has been joined by comma. Ljust, it returns the string left justified in a string of length width. So you can see I have used the string X Python, and I have used Ljust method for the width and the character. So you can see that my string has been filled with this character, and for the width 10. Lstrip, it returns a copy of the string with leading characters removed. The characters argument is a string specifying the set of characters to be removed. So I can strip the string Python star Python dash dash. So a.lstrip will remove all the stars start in the string A. Partition. It splits the string at the first occurrence of sep, that is the separation, and returns a 3-tuple containing the part before the separator itself, and the part after separator. So this is my string complete Python course, and I am separating it using dash. So you can see that it has been separated before the separator, within the separator itself, and after the separator. Likewise, I've used dot, and it has been separated or partitioned. Replace. Replace returns a copy of the string with all occurrences of substring old replaced by new. So I have one string, welcome aliens and welcome to this world, and I have replaced welcome with hi. So you can see that all the wherever there is a welcome return, it will be replaced by hi. R index, just like R find, but it raises value error when the substring is not found. So I'm checking if my string has R index for D or R index for W or not. So it says yes, the D is at the 7th index, and W is at the 3rd index. Split. Split is a very important function, and it returns a list of the words in the string using separator as the delimiter strip. If max split is given, at most max splits are done. If max split is not specified or it is -1, then there is no limit on the number of splits. So there is a simple string welcome, comma, comma, friends, and I'm splitting it by comma. So you can see the output to be welcome separated by quotation mark, friends, and separated by quotation mark. So you can see that by separator, comma, it has been splitted. Strip. It returns a copy of string with leading and trailing characters removed. The characters argument is a string specifying the set of characters to be removed. So A, which means it has a string, this one, and I'm stripping it by star character. So you can see all the star characters have been removed. In the same way, swap case, it returns a copy of string with uppercase characters converted to lowercase and vice versa. So you can see my string hi homies has been swapped case, and all the upper case characters have been converted to lowercase and vice versa. Zfill, it returns a copy of the string left fill with ASCII 0 to make a string of particular length width. So if I'm trying to add the width 6 to my string minus 124, so you can see that it is the now after executing this method, you can see my string is of length 6. That's it from my side for the string methods. Thank you for watching this video.